Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Hisham. You probably don't know me. I'm 16 years old, and today I'm going to be taking you over this AI lead follow-up funnel that I built. It's specifically tailored for creators with personal brands that sell info products or any service-based business really. And I'm going to be breaking down each and every step of this funnel. So first of all, you have the content, which is one of the most important things for personal brands, of course. So what type of content you should be posting so that this funnel works in your favor? There's three types of content. There's value content, which is providing free value for your followers, your viewers, and giving, as much value and as much sauce as possible. The second type of content is lifestyle content, and this is where you just show your lifestyle to your followers and viewers, and you show them what this business that you are actually trying to teach them with your paid program can get them in life and can change their life. And this type of content is very, very important because your viewers and your followers actually start imagining themselves in your place, and they start projecting themselves if they ever start this business that you are teaching, which leads them to take action and buy your service. Finally, there's authority content. And this is where you actually show case studies and your client wins. So you need to have some kind of social proof for you to actually post this type of content. So in order for these three types of content to work for you, you need to be very authentic. You need to give a lot of free value, and you need to have social proof and results. And most importantly, you need good CTAs, call to actions. Why is that? That's because those CTAs in your videos, not all of them, almost every video, are going to lead to your link. And what's this link? It's going to be under every single bio of your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, social media in general. This link is actually going to lead us to the next step of our funnel, which is your landing page. So what's a landing page? A landing page is a web page designed specifically to convert visitors into leads or customers. So this is a landing page layout that I built, and which is a very good and highly converting landing page. Gets a lot of clients and converts them quite easily. And so what does this landing page layout consist of? First of all, you need a header or a title with some guarantees. So for example, in here I put get your first clients and scale your business to $20,000 a month. So the first guarantee is get your first clients, and the second one is scale your business to $20,000 a month. It's easy as that. Second step of this landing page is a subheader with more info and more guarantees. So you just have to give more info. The leads, just nurture them a lot more. So for example here, learn social media marketing and apply your learnings with our one-on-one coaching program to help you make $20,000 a month. So you just give them a lot more info and a lot more value so that they can take action. The third step of this funnel is a well-scripted VSL. VSL, what is it? It's a video sales letter. It's a sales pitch in video format, usually placed on a landing page designed to explain your offer, build trust, and get people to take action, like applying, booking a call, or buying. As you can see here, this is where your VSL goes. It's basically just a free training where you show your viewers and followers how they can start whatever you are teaching and give as much value as possible in this VSL, and have a lot of CTAs and a lot of urgency to give to your viewers so that they can take action and move on to the next step of this landing page. So what does this VSL actually do? So what is the role of a VSL, you might say? A VSL builds trust because it has a lot of value. It has testimonials as well in it. It has reviews, it has client wins, everything. It also keeps attention longer because it's not as boring as text. It's a video. It has hooks. It has a lot of good things that keep attention. And finally, it educates on a problem. So it keeps reminding the followers and the viewers what problem they have, and it gives them value so that they can solve that problem. And now the next step of this landing page is very important. We put it under the VSL for a reason, because VSL actually, it gives the client some urgency to take action and to buy your service or your coaching program or your course or whatever. And so that's why we put a call to action button here where they can apply and go straight to the next step of the funnel. So CTA button. Next, you need some client wins and testimonials, of course, because if you don't have those, most people are not going to trust you. They're going to say that you are just talking and you do not know what you are doing. And so these are the last things that are needed inside your landing page. So like here, you need some text, a video of your client talking, saying how good your program is, whatever, showing that your client made money, made $10,000, $20,000, whatever. You just need to show some proof that your program or your course actually works and actually gets results. So what is the next step of the funnel? Where does this CTA button lead us to? So if they click on this CTA button, it's going to lead them to this form, just like this one. I mean, you can customize it as however you want, So why are we going to use this form as, the next step of the funnel? This form is very, very important because you're going to use it to collect names and emails of leads to use them later on your email marketing. So this is a form layout that I put myself. I mean, it's just a couple of questions, but there's a strategy behind this. So first of all, what's your name? What's your email? What's your Instagram, so that you can, see what kind of content they post, if they're a good fit, those kind of stuff. And these two questions, or you can put how much ever you want, you can put 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever. These two questions are called qualification questions, just like this. I mean, it's not necessarily, how interested are you in our program, how much are you willing to invest in B, how interested are you, how much are you willing to invest, how ready are you to execute, are you ready to hop on a call? These are qualification questions, and we use these to know, what kind of lead we are working with. So there's cold leads, there's warm leads, and there's hot leads. And with these types of questions, you can just qualify the leads as cold, warm, or hot. And you're going to say, well, why are we going to use this qualification method? Well, this leads us to the next step of our funnel, which is the qualification bot. So what does this bot actually do? It takes the answers from your form and classifies the leads as cold, warm, or hot based on their answers. And it's 100% automated. All of this, funnel is automated. So it goes like this. The bot gets answers from the form submission. it analyzes them and qualifies them with the help of a prompt that you write. Here's an example of a prompt you can use for this type of bot. So, you're a lead qualification assistant for a high-ticket coaching program. A potential client has answered the question, how much are you willing to invest in growing your business? Possible answers may include phrases like, not ready yet, up to $500, $1,000 plus, or variations of these. Based on their answers, classify the leads into one of the following categories. So cold, warm, hot, then output just this line, cold, warm, hot. As simple as that. Then what does this bot actually do after it gets, the answers from the lead form, then it qualifies them? Then what? It actually stores them inside a CRM with names, Gmails, more information about the lead, It depends on the questions that you put inside the form. And so this is how we can actually, make this bot and this automation. So this is the form software application or whatever. So I use Tally. So the lead puts in their information, their name, their Gmail, their answers to the qualification questions. Then this is the bot. It gets the answers from the form submission. It uses the prompt that you gave it, and it qualifies them as cold, hot, or warm. And then from there, it actually stores them inside a CRM, which is for us Google Sheets here. And so you might be wondering what this is. This is actually the next step of the funnel, which is email marketing. Quick note, if you want this whole funnel made for you, specifically tailored for your personal brand and business, check out the link in the description. I actually have an AI agency that builds funnels like these. If you're a creator with a personal brand and sell info product, or have a course, a coaching business, whatever, feel free to check the link down below. So why is email marketing and follow-up so important? So most people actually don't buy right away because they don't trust you at first. Even if you have that VSL, some people, it's just hard for them to trust you. And so when you have email marketing, it actually creates some kind of urgency and makes people actually want to know more about your program, your course, or whatever you're selling. So that's why it's very important. And it also builds trust over time, because it keeps nurturing the leads with value, with proof, with the results, client results, with reviews, with storytelling, with some things that are going to make them actually trust you. And you might have noticed that even these big creators and entrepreneurs actually use email marketing, like Iman Gadzhi, Alex Hormozi, Ali Abdaal. All of these use email marketing because they know how important it is, And so in our case, each type of lead needs a different approach. So we have cold leads, we have warm leads, and we have hot leads. So cold leads, they actually need a lot more nurturing and free value, testimonials, proof that your service actually works, Unlike warm leads, they're quite very similar, I'm not gonna lie to you. Warm leads are more ready to invest in your service than cold leads, but they're still a bit skeptical. So more proof and value and urgency is the best way to convert them. They're not as skeptical as cold leads. They're kind of a bit ready to take action. They just need more value and more proof so that it pushes them more, to take action. And hot leads, these are the ones that should be flooding your CRM. And these are pretty much ready to hop on a call and buy your service. So all you have to do is provide some kind of urgency and get them on a call. And so you keep repeating this process over and over again until you convert, as much leads as possible. So basically this was the funnel. I mean, as you might notice, it's pretty simple, but it converts a lot and it's very useful for personal brands and creators in general. And that's all for today. I'll see you in the next one.